Hello YouTube, welcome back to Whole. This is part 51. I was supposed to play Kingdom Hearts today, but I didn't have the game downloaded because it's been 10 months and I uninstalled it at some point because it was like 70 gigs. But that means it also takes forever to reinstall it. So we're not doing that right now. Instead, we will continue with Whole. And that's about all I got to say about that. Let's make some more tools and we will get back to it. Yeah, that's as quick and dirty as an intro as I can possibly get, I think. Yeah, I'll just do those 9. That should be good. I'll actually do one more shovel while I'm here. And that was way too many pickaxes. We live with our mistakes. Okay. I have no clue what this inventory system is, but it's something. There we go. All right. And off we go. I immediately say, here we go, and then I have to send a text. Hole never fails, indeed. We're very straight shooter with Hole here. I almost went the wrong way. Not realize the staircase started up higher this time. Da 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 da. At least this will be a much more chill stream than Kingdom Hearts would have been, because I was probably going to get pretty tilted at Kingdom Hearts. Well, that's unfortunate. Not want that there. Because I saw it before I dropped into it. That would have been very funny timing for me saying, hey, I'm not going to get tilted because I'm playing Hole and then immediately fall into a hole in Hole. Which would theoretically make me tilted. The world is a cruel mistress, and I am merely a crafting table. Bonk. Oh yeah, I have leather armor. Forgot about that. I'm saving up again to get iron armor. But the rate I get iron in this playthrough is not good for that. That is a pipe dream. Ah! A little scary. Jump scare in my Minecraft. Of course, there's one more on top of it. Grr. Again with that. Jump scares. Come on. There we go. Oh, more. Alright, whatever. We'll do what we can. Alright, this time I see the, gravel on the next one, so we can prevent the jump scare. I'm just gonna keep going now at this point. Okay. Man, I have a very short-term memory. I did learn the other day that, saying memory of a goldfish is inaccurate, that goldfish actually have pretty good memories. I was considering calling myself a goldfish there, but then that would have been a misnomer. This is pretty good now, though. Put what I can to those blocks. You know, 51 parts in, I'm slightly less obsessive with my block gathering, but only slightly. I still do like me some blocks. Banana. Why is this so tall? Like, the whole mountain's not this tall. Well, I guess until here it is, but this is kind of an abrupt stoppage for the mountainous part of the mountain. I'll say it. I'll be brave. I will also need to make another new sword soon. But I do, I've only been using a stone sword, so that's not hard to recreate. God, it is cool, like, looking over there and seeing the same, like, slice through the mountain. Chat, Limes is on vacation with her family right now, and they are in New Orleans. And she's been sending me some pictures of the vacation, and there's some really fancy spots, which are fun to look at. And they also got to go on like a gator tour today. They got to see a bunch of alligators, and there were also some wild pigs, and there were some wild raccoons. And it's basically a wild game preservation, something like that. I don't know. People who run it were like, yeah, we make sure these stores are at feeding time, so we feed them so they always get to come and you get to see them. I saw some pictures of a bunch of gators zooming in for food, and then some raccoons taking some food directly out of the hands of like the trainers and whatnot. It was some good content I got to look at today. Maybe I'll see if Limes wants to put some of that in the Animals and Creatures Discord channel, so she can share with chat. My inventory is getting full faster than I expected. Shovel will break soon, so that'll give me another inventory spot. That could be better. That could be worse. Words are hard. Of course, one of the things I was in a zone in today for work, since I work in communications, we were doing some copy updates for an email that's going out. And it's an email that hasn't gone out in a year, so I had to change up all like the years and everything. And I also got to change up a bunch of the content because we had kind of tightened up our editorial guidelines to be a little more cohesive and consistent. And that was actually a very fun little brain teaser puzzle to make sure everything lines up properly. So although I was enjoying it and having a good time with it, it was a little mentally taxing trying to make sure I kept everything straight and proper. So my words might be at a low, but the vibes are at a high. Oh, another thing about me falling asleep last night, like way too early, is I wasn't like ready for bed. So I didn't have like the air conditioning set properly or anything like that. I think I even might have left one of the lights on in my room. So it was a mess. And I feel a little sweaty still because I typically shower at night. So I didn't shower last night, and it's not nighttime enough yet, so I have not showered tonight, so I feel a little schwetzy and schmutzy. I will remedy that after stream. I'll get rid of my gamer BO. Until then, I shall feel the coating of it on me. And I even prepped a little bit for the Kingdom Hearts 1 fight attempts tonight. Like right before stream, I started looking at the, it was even during pre-stream, I think. I was starting to remind myself like what the boss phases were. I pulled up a guide for it. And it was like, yeah, this phase, this phase, this phase. I was like, oh yeah, I remember all those. And then it was like, and this phase and this phase. And I'm like, wait, I don't remember those at all. Not even just from the Proud Mode playthrough, but even from the first playthrough I did like a year before that. So I thought I was closer to the end of the fight than I really was. But I'm also hoping that with how much time I spent away from the game, that it will actually benefit me. But we'll have to figure that out tomorrow when I do that instead of today. It's still like a long shot that I'll actually be at all okay at the fight. But as long as I can start getting back to the third phase before too long. Because phase 1 is fine, but it takes a while, from what I remember. Phase 2 is fairly quick and easy. Then phase 3 is like a whole nother level. And I need to get better at like learning the exact moves I need to dodge and how to dodge them and like where to get my damage in. And how to like make sure I have enough MP to be able to keep my shield up and my heals going. I don't think I have a lot in terms of items for the fight. If I do, I really should be saving them anyway. But, it is what it is. It'll be a good, interesting few attempts. Especially because I can't use continues. I don't know, like, where the continue would even put me compared to loading the save. Like, in terms of, like, alright, this phase counts for this, so then that's complete, and it'll let you continue after it once you've done it at least once. None of that matters in the long run. I would not be able to do it. Sell a shovel. I'm also glad that I'm breaking blocks today instead of placing blocks. Because 1, placing blocks feels less like progress. And 2, if I'm placing blocks, that typically means I'm underwater. So I would have to deal with water, which I do not want to do. I may have to run stuff back to like home base tonight. And that would be a good like 3-4 runs back to home base. But I'm not like too far in. I'm not like past the first corner or anything. So those runs might actually be short enough not to get me too bored at them. And it is nice that I've already picked up 3 iron today. That is the one thing that when you're tall enough in the mountains, you are likely to get more iron. I will enjoy that gift. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna start running out of sticks soon too, though, but hopefully I will have to go drop off inventory by then anyway. So I will pick some up on the way back. It would require remembering to do that, but better than nothing. Inventory is still okay. Should probably fix my posture as well. I'm gonna be like this for a while. It's always so interesting at work as well, because I work from home a good amount of the time. I'm a hybrid employee. So when I'm working at home at my desk setup here, I have my like streamer mic and everything in my face. I'm like, please just give me meetings with people that I know that won't think this is either weird and or impressive, because I don't want any attention. So far that has actually been fine. I haven't had too many people go like, oh, what's all this for? But it has happened. I have to immediately play the game in my head of like, how detailed do I be in my answer here? Do I just say, oh, it's for my hobby and, you know, blah, blah, blah? Or do I say, yeah, I stream, here's my handle? A quick little calculus. Although the answer is never to give out my handle. That is not something anyone at work has, or I will give them. I'm still pretty genuine in the way I stream, but I am not business casual, we'll put it that way, when I stream. And some of my coworkers would be completely fine with it, and some would actually find it enjoyable still. But others would probably look at me in a different light. And there's no reason to bring that into the world. Oops, that's a sword. I can't believe I didn't think to check if I had the goddamn game installed for Kingdom Hearts. Top tier L on that one. Yo, what up, Mustang? Welcome in, dude. You're getting a surprise whole stream, more or less, because today was supposed to be Kingdom Hearts 1 Proud Mode finale. Well, finale attempts. I think I've already done a full part of that playthrough where it is just the final boss. Hope you're doing well, Mustang. Happy Friday. Get ready for a God tier weekend. Committing an L more common than you'd think? I don't know. I'm usually pretty okay at things. I'm a doofus, but I'm usually pretty okay at things. Oh, also Peachy Keen, Limes let me know from vacation that they visited a Barnes & Noble in New Orleans, and one of the things they had there was another expansion pack for Munchkins, or for Munchkin. So she picked that up for our set that we have. But hope you're doing well, Peach Peach. I hope the trip here that you had wasn't too boring. I'm always worried that I'm a boring host when I have people over. Just sent you pictures of Dungeon Crawler Carl books. Yeah, that's fair. She was at a Barnes & Noble. That makes all of the sense. It was a great time. You're still sick. Wait, how are you still sick? Been over a week. Damn. Is it just a cold, or did you get something worse? Because Limes and I didn't get sick. Don't know how we managed that. I guess we're used to the northeast variants of things. Bonk. Inventory has looked cleaner than this. You don't even know? Jeez. It is just a cold? Okay. Well, then it's a very unlucky cold. Apologies, you got it from our neck of the woods. I think a sub-goal, not a sub-goal, a minor goal for this this series for whole is to get level 100 experience. Because I always get up to like the 30s and then fall off a cliff or something while I'm trying to mine. I want to see if I can actually like have survivability. Whole goal, the goal of the whole. Probably the icky subway. New York subway could definitely be better. Definitely works though. Works very well. It's not always the cleanest. I'm just glad we made it through the city without any major issues or anything. Like the travel was fine. The museum was fine. Dinner was good. My inventory is full. Alright. Drop this stuff off in the chest. And then I'll make a couple more pickaxes. I don't have to overdo it this time. Thinking about the crab cake burger? Hell yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed your food time. That's the blast furnace. That's good. Okay. There, that goes there. Why are there so many monsters near me? That goes there. That goes there. And then this is full of cobble, so we start the cobble again over here. I'll keep a little bit to make some more tools. Up to 5 iron, we got a helmet worth. Let's see. Let's make like 5 more pickaxes, maybe. I'll do 1 more shovel. Okay. That should be about right, I feel like. And then... That's not the right one. That's not the right item. Filling it. Alright. And then put that away, and off we go. I'm gonna need some foodies again soon in game. That's not great. I still swear that my body does better on less sleep than it does on more sleep. It's wild to me how high my heart rate was today. Like the average heart rate when it was a normal day where I didn't even leave my house is incomprehensible. I want to learn more about my physiology, but every time I try, it's like, yeah, you're not gonna make sense. Hope that helps. I was like, well, not really. Not really when it's counterintuitive. I've even tried to drink more water than usual today because I had a GI appointment yesterday and she was like, yeah, no, your kidneys are gonna be shot by the time you're 30 if you don't start drinking more water. Literally, my gastroenterologist yesterday was like, have you considered hypnotherapy? And I was like, what? You're a GI. Why are you talking to me about hypnotherapy? And she's like, no, hear me out. And she was like, we've had it before where some people are like super bad at drinking water. And we literally send them to hypnotherapy to have them trained to drink more water so they don't die. And I'm like, why is this a thing? I truly feel like I was being pranked, but there was only seriousness. She was like, you do therapy, right? I was like, yeah. She's like, how good's your therapist? I was like, I'm good. I like him. She's like, all right. Ask him about hypnotherapy. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, okay, I guess. I mean, my therapist also wants me to try EMDR, which is, I mean, also just not a typical thing. So I got some interesting things on my plate to talk about, I guess. I think my next appointment's next week. Been slow because summer's been busy, but I'm trying to get back in the chair, so to say. Means mom quit smoking after hypnotherapy. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it works and it's good, but the idea of doing it because I can't get myself to drink water during the day just feels weird. And again, it's probably just a me thing. It's probably normal enough, but I don't get it, man. I don't get how I meet the qualification for it in that sense. It only works if you believe it'll work. Maybe? I don't know enough about the science of it, of how it works on the psyche. Because, I mean, I wouldn't mind if it works, because, like, obviously drinking water would be a good thing overall. But one of the main reasons I don't drink water right now is because even drinking water gives me gastrointestinal distress that my GI otherwise cannot figure out because none of the tests have come back anything but perfect. Like, I had a gastric emptying study that came back perfect. I had a mesenteric ultrasound, which also came back clean. My regular ultrasound, the only things that showed up, I had a super small gallbladder polyp that's benign. and then I had a echogenic liver, but the battery of blood tests they gave me for that shows that it was either just a fluke or they don't know, because none of the like possible diseases or anything that could show were not in play for me. So I don't know. I'm still a mixed bag of weird things happening to me. I think I mentioned on stream last week, I had an electromyography done. And that came back clean. I got the results for that yesterday. So there's nothing wrong with my large nerve fibers. There is something wrong with my muscles, but it's, what was the word they used? Non-something? Non-distinct, maybe? As in, they see the problem, but they have no more information on how or why. So I got another couple tests I gotta do, but my neurologist needs to come back from vacation first, so one thing at a time, I guess. Alright, we're pretty back, we're getting pretty close to getting back to ground level here. Which is pretty fun. Tonight's stream also won't be super long, chat, because I did get really distracted playing Absalom. So I started way too late. But we'll go at least another hour. Probably between 1 and 2 more hours, depending on how I'm feeling, how progress is going. Because although in the back of my head, I want to test if I just stop sleeping forever, if I feel better. I'm not going to start that today, so I will try to go to bed at some level of a reasonable time. Try to fix my sleep schedule. But I will need Limes to talk me out of trying to never sleep again and seeing if that helps me. Inventory's looking good. We have a good ratio of pickaxes to blocks, it looks like. I should probably actually do the math to figure out what the optimal number of pickaxes is per inventory. Just so I can maximize the inventory space and minimize the time walking back and forth between the crafting table and the blocks. Okay, shovel down. Did I go down another layer somehow? I did. Alright. We're being fancy and doing 2 layers this time then. Don't know how I managed that. Pickaxe, bye-bye. There we go. Alright, that's still a lot of layers until the bottom of this, but then that will be a lot of, I think it's the Z coordinate I'm working on now. A lot of beneficial Z coordinate movement. I don't know what time I'm going to stream tomorrow yet. Because I can see the benefit of doing it like midday or something, kind of, you know, like having the rest of my day after that. But I'm just such a night owl, man. I might just wait until night. I do want to make tomorrow a little bit of a longer stream, considering tonight is going to be a shorter one. But I don't know what that means yet or when it would start still. Oh, it's nighttime. I guess I shouldn't stick around here too long. Honk. Alright, this was at least a decent number of pickaxes. Might actually be too few pickaxes. I guess I prefer that than too many. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I would prefer too many. I think it depends how many is too many. We do have sunrise at least, so I can maybe take a further peek out next time if I feel so inclined. I am also tempted to just make an iron pickaxe with the iron I've gotten. Especially with my, you know, internal idea of like, what if I got to level 100? Maybe that just sits until I have enough for armor. I could also jump the gun, and since I have 5, just make the helmet now and go there, but the completionist part of me wants me to get the full, what is it, 27 for a full set of armor? Just kind of want to wait for that. Because it's 8 plus 7, 15, plus 5, 20, 24? I guess it's 24 for a full set of armor, not 27, okay. Why was I thinking 27? Oh, is it because I was also adding in a pickaxe? No. That doesn't seem right. I don't know why I would have done that. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's 24 for a full set of iron armor. Yeah, my math is sound, so it's 24 set of armor, so I am 19 away. That'll be quite a bit. Unless the mountain in front of me is very kind. This mountain, I'm low enough now to pretty much be tapped out of any of strong iron potential. Now, copper on the other hand, I can get plenty of that. But there's no copper armor I can make for myself. It's a little less helpful than iron would be at this point. Bonk. Here we are back on the outside. Yeah, I forgot there was a ruined nether portal there. It's pretty cool. I will eventually collect that material, but a few more inner pieces to go. And I forget, chat. You need a diamond pickaxe for obsidian, right? You can't just use iron. Because, I don't know. It'll be tough to have a diamond pickaxe by then unless I get lucky. I'm not planning to go very low, so I would have to either find a chest or some other form of tomfoolery. I have, probably another 50 parts before I have to worry about it. I could also just kind of leave it. And just kind of, you know, make a mark of it or what have you. I will also have to double check my torch methodology. Because I know it's like X blocks between each other. Then I have to think about how many... Like, when is my next row going to require torches then? Because I'm doing, like, the blocks between each other. I think it's still, like, 5 rows apart you can do and still have good enough lighting to not spawn monsters. I'm very much looking forward to that day when I have everything torched up, so I'm not going to have to deal with monsters, like, at all anymore. That will be pretty cash money. It was actually kind of a good idea for me to do, like, the 2 blocks at a time for one of the rows, because it's feeling a lot lighter now. Monsters the best part of whole? I'm enough of a monster for the chat. We don't need any more. We can just keep it at the Marf monster, thank you. What would the Marf monster even look like? When I think of Marf monster, the only thing I think of is my little guy on wheels, but with Dracula teeth. Really all I can think about. That's a good idea. I should probably see if Limes wants to think of like a Halloween themed emote we could do of like Marf in a costume. I think the vampire Marf is a good, easy option. Even try to give him a little bit of a, you know, at least a vampire collar or something. Oh, we almost have walls again. Woo! You know, I'll break through these. 1, because it's dirt, and 2, because it's not very far. And this will become the new normal for a little bit. Did not want that, snowball. Thank you very much. Okay. Here then, eat the snowball. And back we go! Now we have a wall. I can be a little more careless walking back. I did kind of forget. I probably should have done my blood work today, but I guess I'll do it Monday instead. I should be able to fit that in during my lunch break on Monday. I'll just have to double check if I need to do it either at a certain time of day or before or after eating. The GI did say that they weren't sure off the top of their head, so I should check the instructions that the lab gives. I almost walked off because I was shifting in my chair. I was feeling myself start to slouch down. I should also really be holding down control while I'm doing this, but my pinky got tired. I might want a snack, chat. I might do that soon. What I really want is ice cream, but I'm not going to subject chat to me having ice cream because that takes forever to prep and eat for me. I will do that after stream. I might need a pre-ice cream snack. I might just grab some Rice Krispies because those are nice and easy to do while I'm streaming. Pop them and be done. Alright, 3 pickaxes left. That's like 5 more rows of this, maybe? So I will not get to the bottom. I will get close. What is that block over there? Is that just something snow covered or is it? Oh, it's gonna be granite. Okay. Like it's definitely not a gap and it doesn't look like it's a patch of snow because usually that has an elevated piece to it unless it was a snow block. Would have been even more wild. Getting dark again. Oh hum. I'm getting closer to the ground, which means monsters would be a problem, but I have my torches set. That reduces the chances. Okay. know I'm making just as much progress doing this as if I were, like, staircasing up and down. And this is easier to do. But right now it feels like it's, like, not increasing my progress that much. When I know that's not what's happening. Alright, one more pickaxe. Wow, actually, so I did time the pickaxe as well, inventory-wise. So however many pickaxes I had, that was the right amount. I don't know how many it was. It was probably, what? Had 3 in the hotbar. 6, 7. Maybe it was like 10-ish pickaxes that I had. That seems to be around the right number. Then I had 3 shovels, of course, as well, which technically factor into it. But, like, in a weird way. There's no, like, perfect math on it, but I could definitely get, like, a range that would seem, like, optimal. There are too many factors to just, like, know the correct one. 1 second, chat. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Bum-bum. Alright. Looks like this is the second to last base of my inventory. Okay, we're not even going to be able to make it all the way and back, though, with the rest of the durability we have, so we're looking pretty good. I'm going to do that for funsies. I can really tell when I'm going to be out of space. I've been in, like, a really optimized mood lately. But unfortunately, it's been mostly in terms of, like, games and silly things, so I haven't actually, like, organized my life at all. Edge. Oh, wait, that changes things. I just got 1 extra piece of dirt. Oh, man. My pickaxe is gonna break first. Well, it's gonna be close. Down to the wire. Stack versus pickaxe. Oh, wait. There's coal here. Stack's gonna win because of the coal, I think. Ah, Stack's won because of the coal. GG. Alrighty. This will be good because I'll do 1 more set of pickaxes. And then I'll be out of sticks for the most part. So I can start running stuff back and probably moving my base of operations forward by a bunch as well when I finish that movement. Let's try to... Well, first, let's get the copper cooking. And then... Any special blocks. That was the only kind I had there. Cobble. And then... gravel and dirt. And then... the rest of the coal in there. Good. I suppose I'll just let that cook. We'll need a little bit more cobble and the rest of my sticks so I can finish making this. I will just go with 7 pickaxes, I think. 1 and a bit shovels. Should be fine. Famous last words. We'll see where this gets me. Alright. Off we go. I'll actually put a bunch of these in my hotbar. It's more fun. Yep. Stairs here to make it slightly shorter. I almost immediately forgot about the pit again. Glad I haven't been using much food this part, though, because I really don't want to feel like hunting for food, which would probably just be fishing at this point, because I think my chickens are still a long way from being harvestable again. But I will get to check on them back at the base after this. Probably should have done 2 rows here. No. No, I'm good, because it'll be 2 rows at the end here. It'll end up being 3 at the end. I forgot which direction I was going when it wrapped up my inventory last. Oh, we left off on coal as well. What the hell? Where is there enough water for a zombie to convert to a drowned around here? Oh wait, I'm outside again. It's just there. Never mind, that makes sense. Carry on. It is also nighttime, so it does track. Okay. Almost there. One too many blocks. Up. Oh, we're getting there. Okay. Off we go. Why does it seem like there's a block way out there in the wild? Please tell me that wasn't like an Enderman playing tricks. Luckily, if so, it's attached to the side, it seems, so I'd be able to get it. Oh, it's probably a tree. Probably the leaves of a tree. Okay, so that still will be a future problem, but it's at least not much of a problem. Which kind of is what it is. Wild that my render distance can catch that. Bonk. Okay. It will be nice to be going up a mountain again soon as well. I'm ready for that benefit to this. Oh, Chad, I also started trying out compression socks. See if that helps at all because of my mystery problems with my health. I did get them in one size, and I'm not... I don't think I got the right size, so I ordered the size down. And those, I believe, have been delivered. I just have to go pick them up from the mail room in my apartment building. So I might try those tomorrow, especially because I'll just be hanging around the apartment, not doing very much, so it'll be an okay test for it. But I'm hoping it helps. It'd be nice to have anything that would, you know, allow my body to function better. And there's a lot harder life changes than wearing compression socks, so fingers crossed I notice some sort of benefit from them. But perhaps for tomorrow's stream, I might have additional feedback for them. Maddie wears them all the time? Yeah, I literally did message Maddie about it, and I was like, hey, do you have recommendations? Because I'm probably going to just try this because why not? And so she gave me a couple recommendations for brands to look at. And I mean, the ones that I got were comfortable. I just didn't feel much of the compression. And also the like the bit of the sock that's supposed to be at your heel, it was not for me. It was definitely up my ankle a little bit. And the top of the sock, if I pulled it up all the way and like, you know, like stretched it all the way, it went like well above my knee. So I do think that based on those various factors that there was probably just a little bit of a size for me. But as I mentioned, tomorrow shall be the true test of if I think that was so, or if I think I'm in between sizes, or if I was just completely wrong. I might know after tomorrow. Because it is possible that I have, like, POTS or something similar at least. But the one doctor that I could see that could truly tell me that, I can't see for another 9 months. So, trying some things out in the meantime just to keep the ball rolling. Seems POTS-ish. Yeah. That's the problem, is it's a lot of things-ish. It's like, oh, it's nervous system-ish. Oh, it's GI-ish. Oh, it's cardiac-ish. But nothing's ever, like, you know, the right part of the Goldilocks trio. Oh, it's been frustrating. But what isn't frustrating nowadays? I feel like I'll start, like, I'll learn something new about how my body misfunctions, misfires, malfunctions, whatever. And it'll be like, well, that, like, ruins several other theories, but also seems impossible. Like, one of my major... Yo, we got a Simon raid? Yo, let's go. We're out of the hole. Simon's out of that house. Simon, I've been following along on Blue Sky. I'm very happy that you're getting a lot of that stress off of your hands now. Getting all that house stuff taken care of. But welcome in, Raiders. Simon Raiders. For anyone new here, my name is MarfMan101, a.k.a. Marf. I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of multiplayer games, co-op games, challenge runs, etc. Completionism, which is part of what we're doing today. For those of you unaware, we're doing Minecraft Hole, where I'm digging a 2000 by 2000 hole in Minecraft all the way down to bedrock, bit by bit. And this is part 51 of that series, and I've made very little progress in that time. But we're just hanging out, having a nice chill evening, mining and chit-chatting. So if anyone has a raid run, I completely understand. Thank you so much for coming on at the raid. More importantly, thank you for supporting Simon and all of his endeavors. Simon, I hope your stream went well. Feel a million times better? Hell yeah. Let me get you a shout out as well. There we go. Ooh, what is Abyssus? I haven't heard of that game before. But I hope the game went well, and I hope you had a good time with it. As you guys were coming in, we were talking about how my body doesn't make sense and how I'm trying to figure out my health problems. Yeah. It's Under the Sea Left 4 Dead 2. That's interesting. Ooh, that's a combination of words I never expected to hear in this lifetime. It's very interesting. I hope it's enjoyable. Last thing we were talking about with my health was the fact that one of my main symptoms I'm experiencing is exercise intolerance. So, like, if I go anything above a walk, even if I go just to, like, a jog, I will get, like, wiped out very quickly and not be able to continue. And so, for a short stint, I was working with a physical therapist to try to figure it out. And we tried a bunch of different things, different exercises to see what felt comfortable, what didn't, see if we could, like, find triggers and whatnot. And during the one session, they're like, all right, let's switch gears. Let's try something different. We're just going to do like a 15-minute guided meditation thing. It's like, sure, I don't feel like doing anything. I'll sit down and just close my eyes for a while. And so we were doing that, and it was literally just guided breathing meditation. You know, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out, what have you. And my exercise intolerance flared by doing the breathing exercises. So nothing makes sense. Literally, I was getting tightness in the back of my throat, neck, upper back. I was getting lightheaded. And none of it made sense. And it still doesn't. Like, every time I feel like I get something that could be a clue, it is still kind of unhelpful because of how random it is and how much it, like, conflicts with things that should be happening in my body. Sounds rough? Yeah, I mean, it's luckily it's just with, you know, like, mild to moderate exertion. So if I'm taking it easy, I don't experience that piece of the puzzle. But I do have chronic fatigue, which is the bigger problem. Chronic fatigue's a big one, and the most, like, clear thing we have so far is that I have hypersomnolence, which just stands for excessive daytime sleepiness. Because I did a sleep study, and they did what's called an MSLT, which stands for multiple sleep latency test, which is the next day they have me wake up after the sleep study, stay up for 2 hours, and then nap for 20 minutes, and just do that 5 times. So I'm napping 5 times throughout a day. And they try to see, out of that time, how much of it I actually spent asleep. And for the average person, it's supposed to take 10 plus minutes. You can go even the whole 20 minutes without falling asleep, and that's just the normal way because, you know, we don't really nap that much. But I was, my average was like 6.5 minutes or something like that, which means I am way too tired during the day, way too sleepy. But the normal thing they would do for that would be just to put you on a stimulant. I'm already on a stimulant, and I fell asleep that quickly on a stimulant. So they don't know why my body's doing that. And I should actually reach back out to the specialist I was seeing about that to see if there's anything else they can recommend for me, because the exhaustion's getting pretty tough still. But yeah, if I could figure out the exercise intolerance, if I could figure out the chronic fatigue, I'd be set. Who cares what else I'm dealing with? Those are the two, like, big ones right now that have been making me struggle. Will it get better soon? Thanks, Simon. It's been a long journey, and it's, you know, no clear end in sight, but I'm still always hoping something pops up that helps me out. But I appreciate the care and support. Alright, I'm finally finishing this small section of the hole, and I have run out of sticks, which means I will be transporting all of these blocks that I truly don't need to keep, but I'm compelled to keep, and I'll be transporting them all back to home base here. Alright. And we'll need several trips to do so, but we're only... That's not the right one, is it? Nope. Wait, what? Oh, it was that one. Okay. We're only 1,000 blocks away, a little over 1,000 blocks away, so I've had longer trips. Okay. let's get everything organized first. So, do that. Do that. Do this. Everything's nice and stacked now. Copper's still going to take a hot minute. I still want to bring that back with me, too. Let's start with bringing back some of the important stuff. You can keep the stick there, because actually some of the stuff can stay, because I will need it while I'm here. I don't really need it. You know, I'll take a stack of coal back and leave the remnant. Now get some sleep. I'm good. Yo, thank you, Simon. Have a great walk with the doggo. And have some great sleeps tonight. We'll see you later. Thanks again for the raid. Appreciate it greatly. I'll leave the torches here as well. Wheat seeds can come back. They're just hogging space. The ingots can definitely come back. Rotten flesh could be emergency food. Why not? So that misc can come back with me. Got another minute. Anything else that's important to come back? No. Okay, so we can start just picking stuff. Do the non-dirt, or let's do the non-stone pieces first. Okay, so the rest of that stone. And there's the rest of the copper. That was pretty good. Let me actually just refill the furnaces as much as they need. And shove that back in there. Okay, we'll get this because that's just the next chest. Pop that in my alternate hand there. And just grab whatever else I can fit. Okay. First inventory achieved. Let's go put some stuff away. Yum. But are my alerts not working? I should have. No, my alerts are working. I missed an alert a while ago, it looks like. Oh well. One of the raiders dropped the follow, but I didn't hear the follow alerts. I didn't get to thank them. So thank you for the follow if you're still around. Let me see if my alerts are broken or anything. Actually, I want to make sure that that's not a problem. They also did have... Okay, there we go. Okay, I had follower mode on when I was playing Deltarune. I got rid of that, so sorry if you followed intending to chat and then weren't able to chat still. That's my bad. But yeah, so that's fixed now. I still haven't done like, oh, what is this? That's new. Whatever. I still haven't like finished all of Deltarune, but I've at least finished the main story once. So it is what it is if people jump around in streams to try to spoil it. That was why I had the follower time set so high. I'm also glad that Skeleton had no aim. Hi, Polar Bear. Long time no see. First trip done. I'm a little worried about my food supplies right now. I am lower. True Misc. I think we're good. Valuables. There's the copper. There's the iron ore. So I'm up to 8 total. So we're getting closer, but nowhere near yet. Okay. We got wood. All right. Well, I'm gonna need to bring that back with me. Jump. No, thank you. Ouch. Ouch. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. At least that happened while I was at home already. Stop it. Okay, I slept. Thank you. That's what I thought. Aha. Alright, anyway. Where was I? Yes. Let me do a full stack instead, because I can. Food plants. Easy peasy. Misc blocks. Not have any misc blocks on me this time. Mob drops. Why am I keeping my flint? Am I keeping it in... I'm not keeping it in valuables, is it? Oh, it is in true misc. Okay, there you go. Okay. Mob drops. Gunpowder. Okay. We have dirt. I'm killing it on dirt lately, as you can see. Okay. And we have gravity blocks. That's my gravel. And we have the stone. There's my diorite chest. That was the only special stone I had on me this time. Okay. I have coal to put away as well. That should be in my valuables. Righty. And then we just have cobble left. Where the heck did I leave off on cobble? Sorry for the strobing, more or less trying to figure out where my cobble ended. There we go. Alright. That's top of like the, what's that, 7th one in? Alright. Do I remember that when I get back? The chickadees, it's so weird to me still that they changed how the chicks look. I'm not used to it at all yet. That was not done yet. Cringe. I will still never learn. That's annoying. Nah, it's staying there for now. I'm over it. Right, let me get this kelp moving. Kelp's actually going pretty well. Cool. Almost out of kelp. Okay, that's all we got. Oh wait, I literally have this here. Duh, I need to put this away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, that one. Okay, back I go. Yeah, I'm running out of food too fast for this. That's unfortunate. I don't even think I have any more food. I think I will literally have to start punching fish again for it. Ah, here we are, back again. Alright, so I can put the wood away. Keep that there, we'll need that. And I think I just start bringing cobble back. Bring the non-cobble blocks. And as much cobble as my back can carry. Really? Can you just... Is that supposed to work if I multi-click? Why isn't... Bro! Why aren't simple things working? Isn't it supposed to, like, just... I don't know. Okay. It worked eventually. Actually, I need to get one more stack in this. There we go. Alright, and off we go. Back again. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Have the mossy cobble, so that's a true misc? No, it's misc blocks. Yeah. And then the rest of this is just regular stone types, and then stone itself. Granite. Wait, no. Diorite, granite. It's always confusing me because the diorite looks like granite, and the granite looks like granite. Then looks like, hey, we have an adult. That's new. Cool. And then cobble is somewhere around here. There we go. Why is double clicking on these items not working anymore? I don't get it. It's like glitchy. That time it worked just fine. I don't get it. Alright. Anyway, back we go again. Hopefully I can get back to my bed again before the end of the night time to reset the sleep timer again for the beasties. Yui beasties. Ah. I'm gonna be out of food. I'll use as much. So, stream's gonna be over pretty soon then, chat. My goal right now is to make as many trips back as I can. And so, we'll probably end when I run out of food and or move all my stuff back to base. That's what we're looking at right now. So probably another 10 to 15 minutes. We'll be all wrapped up for the night. I'll still need at least 3 more trips, I think, to get everything. No, 2. But, that's still more than I think I have food for right now. Because it's only this bottom chest now, but it was starting as a full chest. Why is it doing 1 stack at a time? I don't understand why that glitches. Yeah, I will be able to finish this-ish. It's gonna be ish, but it'll be good enough. I'll have almost all that cobble gone. There'll be like 3 stacks left, maybe. So we'll see if we can do that today, but it's looking sketch. It might be a next time problem. The next time might be tomorrow. We'll see about that, but will not be tonight. This inventory is full cobble. There we go. That one was a clean one. Alright. Now we run back and we have one more inventory to do. We will actually get that back. And I'll probably stop the part today at home base, so that next time I can hopefully remember to just start fishing near home base, so I'm near my bed if anything goes awry. Forgot to sleep when I was back at my base this last time. Whoopsies. All right. See how close to full we get? I can use up the rest of my food here. Of course, except for one. That's gonna be a limiter here. You know what? I'll call this a win still, though. You know what? I can actually leave my shovel. I can leave my sword here, too, because I can build another sword at home if I need to. I can leave those there in order to pull up the rest of the cobble. Then the only things that'll be left will be things that I wanted to keep here anyway. Let's do that. That's a nice dub. We shall do that. made it back to home base. I could eat this final piece of chicken, but I think it's better if I keep it on me so that when I start up next time, I'll see the one piece of chicken and be like, why do I have only one piece of chicken? And then be reminded and be like, oh, I have to fix that. So I think that's the better way of controlling that sequence. So then we're all set here. I will also stand by my chickens. Oh, they're all adults now. Nice. I can see if I have any seeds to feed them as well to keep the repopulation process in progress. But in the meantime, YouTube, thank you so much for watching part 51 of all. We are on the second half of the first hundo episodes now. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'll see you in part 52 coming to a Marf near you. Thanks for watching, YouTube. I love you. Bye-bye.